exponents. Our exponents tell us how many times we're going to multiply our number times itself. These first ones, they're all going to be in parentheses. So if I have negative 9 squared, it means negative 9 times a second negative 9. And we know that a negative times a negative gives us a positive 81. The next one has negative 4 cubed, means negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4, where I've got 1, 2, 3 negative signs, so we know our answer is going to be negative 64. So as a general rule, if the parentheses are around your number, if your exponent is even, you're going to get a positive number, just like when you multiply. If your exponent is odd, you're going to get a negative number. So if I do negative 5 cubed, negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5, I'm going to end up with a negative, and it happens to be 125, right? 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. If I do negative 8 squared, I'm going to get positive 64. Yep, 64. Now on your Casio calculators, you do have a squaring and a cubing button. The x squared is right next to the square root button we used earlier. The x cubed is right underneath the on button. If you're using your calculator, be sure to put parentheses if there are parentheses in the problem. Otherwise, you won't get the right answers. If I'm going to do negative 2 to the fourth, negative 2 to the fourth means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, which means my answer should be positive, and it's going to be 16, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. Now, if you want to do that one on your calculator, you are going to use what they call the caret key. The caret key is right next to your x squared button. You would put in the negative 2 in parentheses, caret 4. The caret key will do any exponent. You could do squared, cube, fourth power. You could even do the 1/2 power once you get to college algebra. Yeah. Yes, you could. She's throwing her calculator on the floor. It's not even going to work. So if you do negative 3 cubed, what are you going to get? Negative 27, right? So again, try them on your paper, check them on your calculator so you know how both things work.